Hello and welcome back to day 23 of my Solver the Exit the Game Advent Calendar. Still bringing me delight every day, so let's see if today lets me down. I'm pretty confident it won't. So here we go, we'll start with the story, we'll get rid of the hints. I've only needed those once, maybe twice, I can't remember. In here is the storybook, let's have a look. Right, 23rd of December, that is today, so there we go. Right, now I had a look at the story already. It basically says you climb through into a room with a beautiful view and you think, oh, that's amazing. But there's a tiger rug, which confuses you because you think it's an actual tiger and you fall back down almost. Ha, it's not really a tiger. Anyway, your next thought is, wow. Through a pane of glass you see stunning snowy slopes, which makes me think it's referring to the picture of the snowy slopes on the lid of the calendar. Anyway, you're really hungry, so you have a look to find some food, and your last hope is a cookie jar, but in it you find a stuffed toy moose and a funny cardboard card. Oh, so this is referring to what we're going to find in the door. You're hungry enough to consider eating the card, but you realise you need to keep it so you can escape. And then you examine the panorama again, and particularly the many small flags in front of it. Now that makes me think we're going to be looking at the lid of the calendar, where there are lots of flags. Which we have used the red ones, but not the coloured ones. I mean, there's no rule which says we have to use everything that's printed on the calendar, but I suspect that at some point we will use those, and maybe today's the day. In fact, I don't know why I'm getting rid of the calendar, because the next thing I need to do is open door 23. So let's have a good look there. Right, now, where are we? It was at the top, wasn't it? So here is day 23. Let's have a look. What's inside the door? Oh, wow. There really is a bunch of stuff in here. A bag, oh, with two plastic feet for putting a card in. Oh, some flags. Oh, maybe those are the flags it was talking about. Wow. An actual moose. I mean, not an actual moose, but an actual picture of a moose with a card to fold over, which I presumably put in the foot. A triangle. I wonder if this is one of those puzzles where you look through things at a certain angle. I don't like those puzzles, that sort of puzzle. I can never do them. I might be wrong. Oh, some information and a picture. Yep, okay. It's one of those puzzles where you look through things at different positions and then you see something up here. Okay, I have no idea how I'm going to show this on the camera, but I will give it a go when I get to it. And let's have a look and see what that card actually says first. It seems we're getting to the end and many things will change. The way to it is hard, my friend, but not beyond your range. Keep this card to find your way. Don't wander from the path. You'll know you found the destination, for fire burns in the hearth. If a fire burns in the hearth. I don't know what that means. Perhaps it will become clear. But I had noticed on previous days that there were, looking at this card here, which shows the moose being put at different locations. And I had noticed that on the calendar itself there's a C and a B and an A, but there's also a triangle and probably some other symbols. I haven't actually had a good look. And triangle is one of these symbols. No, but it's the other way up to this. That doesn't necessarily mean we can't use it. I wonder if we're putting stuff in those locations, although it does seem to me that this card is showing me specific locations. No, these locations correspond, I can see. It's probably not clear on the camera, but they correspond with the B, C and the B, C and A. So we're going to be putting let's just start doing this rather than talking about it. I've got two plastic things, two plastic feet. One is for the moose. What have I done with my moose? Here he is. Now we fold this that way, pre-creased, very nice. And perhaps I was a little excited about it being pre-creased, but anyway, there's the moose, which can now stand up. And we have our triangular viewer, which I guess it's pre-creased, so you can't mess it up and accidentally make it impossible. Right, so there we go. It's got a black mark so that we can put this in the right position as well. I'm going to have to grab my iPhone, I think, to film this. Oh, look, okay, that black mark has made me realise I've put this foot in the wrong place on the moose. It should be there, shouldn't it? That obviously will matter. Right, okay, let's give this a go. It's going to be quite complex. So I start by putting the viewer here, and Mr. Moose, or Ms. Moose, goes on A, and I think it faces to the left because that's what this picture appears to show. And I think this silhouette here is showing that we're looking for a colour between the two prongs of its antlers. And I think to get that colour, we look through this hole. So here we go. So there it is. I'm going to switch to a zoomed in view so we can see through here, and let's have a look through the triangular hole and try and find a view of, there's the antlers. And between them we see, well, it's very close to the green flag. I think it's the green flag we're looking at. There's B, and let's make sure this is actually straight, because clearly every little change is going to have an effect. I don't really know how to film this. I've had to get on the floor because I can't see anything. Here is the moose. Right, okay, now here's the top of it. That is tricky to film, and I cannot see a colour through there. Let's move that moose around. This is door B. I'm going from the floor upwards. That's my finger. There's an orange very close. Okay, so I think we've got orange. Right, the next one is C here. Right, here's the moose for door C, and what is he hiding between his antlers? I think it's going to be black. There's a black flag there. Can you see that? So there for C, hello, is the black flag. Okay. All right, okay, I'm back up off the floor and we have found our 3 flags. So let's see what happens next. Well, I guess the next thing to do is to open the door again and work out which flag, which number corresponds to which flag. So we have green. I think there are 2 greens, light green, but ours was a dark green. So it's a 3 to start with. And then we have orange. Got red, yellow, burgundy, pink, purple, and another yellow. Okay, the first yellow must be actually orange. It doesn't look very orange. It's not really the same colour. Perhaps it's just because it's... Oh, it does look orange. Fine. Okay, so 2. And then we've got black. Okay, that was on the right, wasn't it? Black is 7. So our combination is 3, 2, 7. Great. So that should show us where the door is for today. Although we haven't used this bit of the card yet. So we've got 3, 2, 7. We're kind of expecting it to be here, which is possible. Anyway, let's have a look. 3, 2, 7. That is definitely not there. So we're going down left, down right, down left. Let's do 11. Ah, but look, there's a hearty fire in there. Is that what this is? What this says, isn't it? It says, you'll know you found the destination if a fire burns in the hearth. What are we doing with these code changes now? Let's apply that to the code decoder and see what happens. So this wasn't L until I knocked it. So L becomes circle and hexagon becomes L. Go to L. Aha. And triangle becomes star. Oh, there we go. That gives us left, down, down, which is not a movement from here. And not a movement from here, or at least if it was, it would be to this door here, which is also not the unused one and just has scribbled on chess set. But actually, now I think about it, it's probably the code for this room, isn't it? Is it? Circle L star. Okay, fine. So it's confirming this is the right room, and I did notice this back when we did the day, there is a snowball there. So weirdly, it must be where we write our 24. What's that for? I don't know what I'm going to open tomorrow. Perhaps it will be come clear tomorrow. But for now, I think we're done with day 23. And that was quite dramatic. Right, okay, well I hope you enjoyed that. If you'd like to watch me solve day 24, do subscribe to my channel. It makes it easier to find. By here is a playlist of all of my solves of this for the previous 22 days. And I guess by the time you watch this, possibly all of them. And also my solves of the other 2 puzzle-based advent calendars I have been solving every day this advent. But thank you very much for joining me today, and I do hope you'll join me again tomorrow. And until then, goodbye.